Yeah, it seems like they got their things ironed out, right?
12-4, who had to win a wild card game to get to this contest. They'll be taking on the Dallas Cowboys, coached by Mark LePage. 14 percent completion percentage, 19 touchdowns. Their big pickup from this year to last year, Ezekiel Elliott, workhorse, 366 carries, 1,700 yards for the season. He has two strong targets in Odell Beckham and Emmanuel Sanders. They scored 315 points this year, so that was pretty much in the 50th percentile of autumn win teams, but they were the number 4 defensive team. So you can see some stars offensively on this club, coupled with a excellent run defense card and a good pass defense card. This team is no pushover. They're deserving of that 12-4 record. Interestingly, though, we will notice that they do have some average defensive backs, but they do have 2 linebacker 6s that we'll see in this game momentarily. They'll be facing off against the Dallas Cowboys, again, 14-1-1. Their one loss was to the 16-0 Seattle Seahawks. Scored 438 points this year. That puts them 3rd in the league in scoring offense, and they also were 3rd in the league in scoring defense, a very stingy 217 points allowed. Before the season, they made one of the big acquisitions of the league, picking up Drew Brees, who threw 30 touchdown passes, completed 65% of those passes. That's an astounding number. Dave Johnson is their lead running back, 411 carries, and also 158 catches. The game is now underway. And what else can we throw in? This is a good run defense and an excellent pass defense. They do run a 3-4, 6-5, 6-5 across the defensive backs line. And we are started. This is Dallas with the ball first. They have good field position off of a good return, 47 yards on that first return. It's now 3rd down and 9 for the Cowboys. That's Drew Brees under center, 3 wide set, David Johnson in the backfield.
158 receptions.
That's kidding? Right. You know, I put in the preview, as we get ready to watch this play, I'll mention this in just a minute. Let's see if they convert.
You might want to watch that guy.
Campaign. That's no surprise at 569. James Wilder, 1984, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 492 touches for the season. But what I found was interesting is David Johnson had 411 carries, and Wilder that season had 407. What makes this number just truly crazy is the fact that he had 158 catches. So 2,000 yards on the ground, 1,300 through the air.
Well, also, he was over 1,300 yards, I think, and for a back to get over 1,000 yards is incredible.
Well, it looks like we missed some play animation there. And Dave, I don't believe we just heard what you said. That's strange. It just skipped past the punt and goes.
Yeah, I see that. Can you hear me now?
Yes, he did. He went for it on. Yeah, I think we missed some animation there. Anyway, we'll catch back up with it. I don't think they went for it on 4th down, but I didn't see a punt formation, so perhaps they did. If we missed the play, I apologize. But the Bears have taken over, and they are in Dallas territory. 2nd down and 3, ball at the 45. That's Mariota under center and Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. Here comes another run to Elliott. Defense guesses run on this play. They do put a linebacker in that zone, and Elliott is only able to pick up 1. So it's now 3rd and 2 at the Dallas 44. We're just underway in this autumn wind playoff game. Chicago on the road facing the 14-1 Dallas Cowboys. The winner will take on Seattle in the AFC Conference Championship game. Full house backfield for Dallas. 3rd and 2. That's Odell Beckham as the lone wide receiver. Chicago in their 3-4. And here's a pass to Odell Beckham. Dallas guessed pass. And with 2 men in the zone, that pass falls incomplete. So nice call from Coach Mark LePage. And Luke Delfume is going to go for it here. So a big moment early in this game. 4th down and 2 from the Dallas 44. 2 tight end set for Dallas. For Chicago. Dallas has the 3-4. Here's an off-tackle run to Ezekiel Elliott. Defense calls short yardage. It's guessed right, but Elliott is able to stretch and get the first down, so the chains are moved. That could have been a big moment early in this game. Would have been a nice hold. And it's now 1st down for Chicago at the Cowboys 42. Chicago is 12-4 this season. Here's a screen pass to Ezekiel Elliott. He catches it. He picks up 5. And it's now 2nd down and 5. Luke Delfume, coach of the Chicago Bears. I want to look at my previous notes to see just how many games they won last year. 2-14. No, I'm sorry, 1-15. There it is. 1 win last year. 11-win improvement for this club. But it's not all about picking up Ezekiel Elliott. That's an amazing defense. Excellent run, good against the pass.
Dallas allowed 38.5 passer rating against the pass, so they've got a stellar pass defense.
I'm sorry, Dave. I don't know if the broadcast caught that, but it kind of faded away. Looks like a screen pass to Emmanuel Sanders. Picks up 1 yard on the play. Now it's 3rd down and 4. 2 tight end set. 2 tight end set for the Bears. I'm sorry, Dave. It seems like I get like every 5 or 6 seconds I get the first part of the sentence, but then it stops. Yeah. Here's a end run for Marcus Mariota. 3rd down and 4. Defense guesses run. Nice call, but on the defense's card, no linebacker in the zone. Mariota is able to pick that up. So a nice call by the Cowboys, but the Bears are able to convert on 3rd down and 5 on a Mariota run for 7 yards.
Yeah, I don't think you're hearing me most of the time. I said that Dallas's defense has allowed 38 passer rating against quarterbacks, so they are as tough as they come against the pass. Did you hear any of that, Michael?
At all? So we'll pick back up here. Bears throw a deep pass, and it's caught in a touchdown. We have the first score of the game. Emmanuel Sanders from Marcus Mariota, 29 yards out, and we have the game's opening score. So the Bears strike first, and with that extra point by Robbie Gould, the Bears are on top 7-0. Robbie Gould was the hero for the Bears as they were able to beat the Chargers on the last play of the game in their wild card game against San Diego in one of 4 outstanding games, and these 3 games have not disappointed. They've all been very, very close contests, and we're hoping for the same for this last of the 4 wild card games. We're halfway through the first quarter, and again, another nice return for Dallas as they will set up shop at their own 32. 2nd down and 5. Trailing 7-0 to the Bears. Mark LePage, 14-1-1 this season. A tie to St. Louis, a tie to Grand Rapids, and a loss to Dallas. And that's it. There's your run for David Johnson. That is a 1st down, 14 yards. Johnson rushed for 2,075, 1,343 through the air. Better squeeze everything you can out of him as he likely isn't going to be carded this next year.
It's a lot of yards for a back to get.
Sure is. 16 yards, another first down.
I mean, getting a lot of catches for a back is not unusual, but getting over 1,000 yards is incredible.
Cole Beasley, Chris Hogan, and tight end Jason Witten. Looks like we lost some animation there. It's 2nd down and 6. It was a 4-yard run, it looks like. About 16 yards. Seems like we're skipping some plays here. 2nd down and 6. And that's a pass, and that's good for another first down. That's a 10-yard pickup for Jason Witten. The ball now is at the Chicago 22. So Dallas trying to answer that initial score, 29-yard toss from Mariota to Emmanuel Sanders to give the Bears the early 7-0 lead. This is Dallas' second possession. Off-tackle run, keyed. Nice call by Chicago. And Johnson is hauled down in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. So 3 wide set for Dallas. I'm not even sure if that stat line up there is correct. I've seen David Johnson have multiple carries. And it says he has 3 for 12. I might just turn that one off. Here's an inside run for David Johnson. Defense was double teaming David Johnson. Called pass. Plays guessed wrong, but he rolls a 5, which doesn't do anybody any good. That's a 0. No gain. 3rd down and 11. 3rd down and 11 for Dallas. At the Chicago 23. 3 wide set. Defense counters with a 3-3-5. There you see a 4 guarding Cole Beasley. And a 4 defending Victor Cruz.
Cruz goes deep a lot of times.
Yes, he does. Defense was double teaming Cruz. Instead, they go to Cole Beasley. Short pass.
Did they freeze? Did they freeze up, Michael?
I'm not really sure. I would have to guess. The answer is yes.
You're only catching partial things of what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're in for about 4 seconds, and then anything else you say is gone for about 20 seconds, and then I hear you like a minute later. I can hear. Yeah,
keep my comments brief then.
It looks like we've lost him here. I haven't seen an email from them, so I assume. Well, nope, there it comes. I guess you just had to wait it out. Anyway, we missed some animation there, but it looked to be an incomplete pass. Dallas was able to tack on 3. I see the field goal there. So Chicago will take over with the lead. Looks like that's what they will hold here in the first quarter. There's a minute and a half to go. That was a 1-yard loss for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott so far, 4 carries, 9 yards. David Johnson, 4 carries for 12 yards. Looking for Emmanuel Sanders on this 3rd down, and the pass falls incomplete. So Dallas gets what they want. A 3-and-out for Chicago. And here comes O'Donnell to give the ball back to Dallas. It'll be a decent kick, 45 yards. And the return man is Jordan Norwood, and he hits the 22. So a nice return. Very nice return for Norwood of 22 yards. And for the I believe, the third time in this game now. Dallas is in Bears territory, taking over at the Chicago 47. Just a few ticks to go here in the first quarter. Dallas trailing 7-0. That was Jason Witten with a catch over the middle for 10 yards and a first down for Dallas. Prolific offense, the third best offense in the league, in fact, also the third stingiest defense. And there's a run for David Johnson. Guessed right, he only picks up one. Nice call by the Bears. Second down and 9. Ball at the Bears 36. We've just started the second quarter, so the Bears are up 7-3.
Mike goes into this three wide receiver, or Mark goes into this three wide receiver set quite a bit.
Okay. Here. Five. So they throw the double team on him, which leaves Cole Beasley being guarded by a 4. So we'll have to wait until this animation plays out.
I was saying that Mark goes into the three wide receiver set before third down quite often.
Waiting for the animation on this one. I'm going to let this go out just a little bit longer before we restart the game. Kind of a disjointed contest. It actually had a 30-minute delay while both the teams tried to connect to the server. And there's the animation, and now we find ourselves at the 9. So sorry, we've missed a few plays. The Cowboys have taken it all the way to the Chicago 9. It's second down and goal. With 12.5 to play here in the second quarter, the winner will take on the Seattle Seahawks in the AFC Divisional round. Full house backfield. That's Jason Todman along with fullback Felton and David Johnson. Here comes a run for Todman. Little used running back. He does pick up a couple, but now it's third down and 7.
Watch out for David Johnson here. Watch out for David Johnson here, Michael.
That's right. In a number of capacities. I'd have to think they're going to call passing a double team.
Yeah, I think he might throw to him.
Maybe they think about a run. Instead, it's a pass attempt to Witten, but it's fumbled, and the ball is recovered by we'll wait. It looks like we're having server issues again. It's trying to shut down my program. We're going to try to wait this out and see if we can get this play result before I jump back into this game. Critical moment, third down and 7. Breeze is sacked. He fumbles the ball. And I don't think this game is coming back. I'll probably have to go back in there and do this one again.
I think they're going to be approaching halftime when we get back.
Okay, so it looks like we've gotten reconnected to the game. Let's see if we can.
Looks like Dallas recovered and kicked a field goal.
In this broadcast and also in their game. Chicago has the ball, 1st and 10, two tight end formation, leading 7-6 in this 4th and final autumn wind divisional playoff game. The winner will take on Seattle. We already have the matchups in the NFC, and that will be the upstart St. Louis Rams traveling to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. The winner of this game definitely will be headed to Seattle. Doesn't matter who wins this one. 3rd and 4. That's Ezekiel Elliott run. He picks up a couple on the play. It's now 3rd and 4 for the Bears. Ball at their own 46-yard line, 48-yard line. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Here's an off-tackle run. Great call by Dallas. They also call run. And they haul him down in the backfield. So a great call by Mark LePage, and Chicago's going to be forced to punt once again. So the Bears were able to score on their first possession, but they've been held these last few possessions. O'Donnell comes onto the field once again to punt, and he gets away a big one. That is a big punt, 58 yards. It's going to travel all the way into the end zone, and Dallas will just let that pitch go by. So Cowboys will take over, trailing 7-6 to the Chicago Bears here in this 4th and final autumn wind divisional playoff game. The other games are set with that would be, like we said, St. Louis traveling to San Francisco, and the winner of this contest will be going to Seattle next week. It's a 4-yard pickup for David Johnson. 2nd down and 6, ball on the 24. And there he goes deep shot, guessed right. Pass falls incomplete. Just a so-so guessed right card for Drew Brees. Long gain on 8. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Luke Delfume running with a good run card, a good pass defense, but he does have some weakness in that secondary, particularly at the corners. That's a pass to David Johnson. Defense double teaming David Johnson. But there's no double team on a flat pass. You get 2 people in the zone. That's a 7-yard completion on Drew Brees' card. They move the chains. Here comes a curl pass for Chris Hogan, and that pass falls incomplete. Mark LePage and I made a trade together. I sent him Hogan for a draft pick. Here's an off-tackle draw for David Johnson. He's going to pick up some big yardage there, 18 on the play. And once again, Dallas is getting ready to cross into Bears territory. Ball at their own 49. 5:24 on a running clock. Dallas trailing 7-6. In the preview show, I had Dallas with a 7-point advantage, 41-point over-under. Bears are more than holding their own. And even when Dallas gets some momentum, their drives have only ended in field goals. So the Bears are bending but not breaking, and they do hold the slimmest of margins, 7-6. Dallas trots out their I formation. That's David Johnson. 10 yards deep in the backfield. Here's a pass play. Defense calls pass. It's headed for I'm going to turn off play animation. Oh, this was a pass to Cole Beasley. Defense guarded Jason Witten. And it looks like we've had another game freeze. We're going to wait this out and see if we get some animation here. I see a cursor moving, so that there's a sign of life.
Yeah, we're having some major technical difficulties today. I don't know if you caught that last score, Michael. Did you catch that last score, Michael? You there, Michael? You still there, Michael?